Welcome! In this training video, we will learn how to raise a quote for shopping centres, and we'll be using Mid-Valley as an example. With shopping centres, you need to learn to check what we've charged them in previous years for a similar event, and make your decision on how much you're going to charge them. That's within their budget, and it's always a good idea to ask what their budget is for this event, and that way we can charge appropriately, because it's always good to increase prices every year. So what we're going to do is, so if you go to contacts, we want to bring up Mid-Valley's history. So if you go to contacts over here, I'm just clicking on that. Why isn't it taking? Okay. Customers, they are a customer of ours, sorry. Mid-Valley, type in Mid-Valley here. Oop. I had to put the space in. See, did you notice when I wrote that all as one word, nothing was showing up? So it is a bit particular like that. So if you're trying to search for something and it's not coming up, then it could just be the way it's spelt. All right, so we're going to click in there. Now here is all the work and all the quotes sent. So here, just notice if it's a quote or if it's actually an invoice, okay? Because sometimes quotes don't always eventuate into a booking, okay? They might just ask for a quote and they're like, oh, we changed our mind about that. And really, we should be deleting old quotes so that they're not all in there. Like this event, for example, the trash puppets, that didn't go ahead. Actually, look, you know what? It's probably good that I have left it there, because if they do ask for this particular service again, then I've already priced it and done the groundwork on how much it would cost to run that activity, and also have the business be able to make a profit as well. So there's some quotes, and as you can see, I just sent one. This is the most recent one, which I did today just before recording this video, because she asked for some live music. So I've quoted her for that, her as in Bianca, who is the current marketing manager for Mid-Valley. So now I want to find what we've been charging them for a similar activity. So this time it's Halloween for 2020. We did do Halloween last year and the previous 2 years prior to that. Now this year they just want us dressed up and handing out some pamphlets. Because of COVID, we're not doing the usual, we used to set up a tent and everything. So anyway, Mid-Valley, I've just found it here. This was last year's event. So I'm just going to go in and have a look. And I do remember for this event, I remember thinking, geez, I've undercharged, because the tent that I set up, this spooky tent, my God, that took forever. It took me basically a day's work to set it up and decorate it. So look, you live and learn. Okay, so 2 roving characters, Dracula and his vampiress. So I charged $90 an hour per character. So that would be a starting point, I would say, for this activity, that we probably will charge $95 this year per hour. But also, this is a bit different, because this one we actually sort of perform as well. And I factored in all of the other activities that they've bought, face painting, and so I try to give them lots of value, and So that just gives you an idea anyway. So now I'm going to go and have a look at what we've charged for other promotional activities that hasn't got anything to do with Halloween, but we have handed out flyers there quite a bit. So it's good to check this reference here, because when we write up our quotes or invoices, you write the reference so that it's easy to find in times like this. Okay, so what I'm looking for is just any event that we might have done promo. Look here, it says promo. So whenever that would have been a pamphlet handing out thing. So we charged $65. But also they did book quite a lot of work. So yeah. So for this job, I might just say, yeah, we'll go with $90 an hour for the Halloween. So let's do the quote. So you go over to here to do a new quote, and we make sure you select quote, not invoice. So quote, customer, type in mid, and look, it pops up, it auto populates. So select Mid Valley. Expiry, I always just do 2 weeks from now. So today's date, calendar makes it easy. The reference, as you were just seeing when we were looking through the references. So this year we're going to write Halloween 2020. The more descriptive you can be in this section, it helps you to find it as we were just doing you know, in other times. So Halloween 2020, dressed handing flyers promo. And I might just write COVID as well, because we're likely to be able to, we're going to need a mask. So if you click on item here and just type promo, I might have, yeah, look, I've already got it in there. Promo staff for shopping centre. So you can select that one and it will fill out a lot of it. So you need to delete what's relevant. I'm just going to get rid of that one. That one was specific to Sale Shopping Centre. I think Mid Valley's under talent. Yes, talent, Spruker promo staff, talent, Stockland, Mid Valley, talent, Mid Valley. There we go. All right, so generally we've charged them $65 for promo people, but look, who knows? I think that's been in there for years. And look, Andrea used to be the marketing person, so that was quite a while ago. So I'm just going to change this information to make it relevant to what we're currently quoting for. So I'm going to delete that. And I'm going to say one Halloween character. Oh, maybe I'll say one promo staff dressed as Halloween character wearing COVID safe mask or something like that. And social distancing. Okay, so that's that one. And sometimes Mid Valley, this section here, costume supplied by Mid Valley Shopping Centre. Sometimes they will supply a costume. If they're supplying a costume, then we give it to them cheaper. But we are supplying the costumes. I'm just going to delete that because in this case it's obvious. Event type Halloween 2020. Dates, look, just don't worry about that. Look, you can probably delete all of that for the quote, but when this becomes a booking, if they're happy with the quote, the more info that you've already put in here, the better, because then it's just one button that you press that converts the quote into an invoice to save you filling out the details again in an invoice. Okay, so that's that. Just delete all of that, and you probably want to put that it's quote by Amanda. If it's Amanda that's doing it, I'm just going to pretend to be Amanda right now. Amanda, payment terms. Okay, so we did a 30-day. Anyway, payment terms, strictly 30 days, late fees. Yeah, they're always really slow in paying us. They have their own payment terms, which we can't do anything about, and it's usually 3 months before we actually get paid for the work. Okay, so they want 3 hours. I also write that here, the duration. She said 3 to 4 hours. Let's just say 4 hours, because they don't often know what they want. So you just, if she said 3 to 4 hours, then I have to quote her on 4. And I'm going to just see how we go for $100. Okay, there we go. Let's see what she thinks. And yeah, okay. So I'm going to save the quote. Oh, you can also choose which theme. It's like a letterhead. And I've got a few here. We've got the fizzy face one, I've got one for hair and makeup, and I've got one for my live music. So obviously it's fizzy face, and it's always default as fizzy face anyway. Okay, so we're going to save. So the quote expires. It's just they've got 14 days to make a decision, because we'll keep this rate for them. Yeah, anyway, save. That's it. You can see that's saving. Now you need to send that quote to them. So click on it again. Usually just click here on the blue as well. Okay, so I'm just going to, why doesn't the big arrow? Oh, there we go. Yeah, so doesn't matter. There or there will be fine. Now you'll notice that in this box, it comes up with all of the Mid-Valley relevant emails. So we want to send this one directly to Bianca. So I'm going to delete the other email addresses. Get rid of that quote. Halloween 2020 dress tanning flyers. See how this info is what I put in the reference over here. So that's really good. So Bianca will see that in the subject line of her email. And that's what it says, from Fizzy Face Children's Entertainment for Mid-Valley Shopping Centre. It's a huge subject line. Quote, Halloween dress tanning flyers. I'm just going to get rid of all of this because she knows it's from us and she's expecting it. So I'm going to just change that to Hi Bianca. Here is your quote being for blah. This quote is valid for 14 days, and you just want to put your name, and you can put your phone number underneath as well, in case she needs to contact you, which is, I'm just looking up Amanda's phone number. It's in my phone. Johnstone. Okay, 0477 797 677. There we go. That's it. That is it. You can press send, and at the moment I've got ticked to send me a copy. So you won't actually get a copy of it, but we can change this so that these kind of emails come to you. I can put your email address there once you've taken over the business, because that's always good to make sure your quotes and invoices actually do get sent. Because Xero doesn't seem to have a sent box with anything you send from Xero, so that's a little bit annoying, but we work with it. Okay, so send, and that's it. And that is how you would do a quote for Mid-Valley. Now, we also need to do one for story time moving forward. So you would do the same thing for story time. So if you go click, I'm going to click here again on Mid-Valley to take me back to their history. Click. All right. Now I'm just going to look at the reference here for the story times. Or nursery time. We're calling it nursery time at Mid-Valley. Story time is for Traralgon Plaza. Nursery time, yes. So look, I would just say we'll do the same price. Here's our invoice. This was the agreement we'd set on. We were doing 1 hour story time or nursery rhyme sessions from 10:30 to 1:30. Now this invoice is for a month, so that's the monthly cost. So if you want to work out what it is per session, 588 divided by 4, so yeah, 147 per session we're charging for that, and the story time artist gets $50, and the business makes the rest, of course, we have running cost expenses as well. Okay, so that will be how you will do a similar thing for the nursery time as well when we get to that. So I think you'll be able to find your way through it with what we've just done today. So thanks for watching. I hope that's helpful with raising quotes for shopping centres. It's just always good to just double check what we've done in the past, and then you can give them your best estimate. And always it's good to try and, we are a business, so you want to make sure you cover all of your expenses, plus your time is covered, and that you do actually make a profit. Otherwise there's no point in being in business, is there? So, and you deserve to be rewarded for your efforts, and that's the point. Okay, I'll love you and leave you. Thank you for watching, and any questions, send them on.